Hello everyone, myself Pagar Sachin from Sachin Pagar College of Engineering. Today I am going to represent the project on implementation of digital system for college management under the guidance of Professor R.S. Bansude sir. And my project partner is Asif, Sheikh and Tanaji gaikwad. This is the flow of presentation of our project. The first is the aim and problem statement of project. The second is the objective of the project, then literature survey, introduction, software tools, hardware tools, block diagram and PCB layout, flowcharts and algorithm, advantages, and finally the references. Aim and problem statement of our project. Basically this project is divided into three sections. The first is the timetable adjustment, the second is the alert system, and third is the lab security system. In the timetable adjustment system, if someone teachers want to take the leave for a few days, then he first open our Android apps and first apply for the leaves. After the approval from the HU department, the second task is the timetable adjustment system. For this timetable adjustment system, someone teachers wants to take the leaves, take the lecture between this time period, then is apply for these times and the new timetable is adjusted. The second is the alert system for teachers and students. Before the lecture times, the first alert goes to the teacher's lab and which announce the subject name and the class name. And after the response from the teachers, the second alert goes to the classroom and which announce the teacher's name and the subject name. The third section is the lab security. Every components of the lab is under the guidance of RFID tags. If some component is stolen from the labs, then the alert goes to the HUD departments. The problem statement of the project is implementing the digital system for timetables and security management. What is the objective of the project? Because of the digital system, it's reducing the time consuming paperwork, implementing the user-friendly system for timetable management because it is a very user-friendly, it provides a user-friendly interface for the users and providing the digital platform to enhance the lab security. This is the final work done project report for the phase first and phase second. For the project first phase, we worked on abstract and literature survey, finalizations, study of potential outcome from the literature survey, setting global solutions, selections of core idea, hardware and software descriptions with block diagram, connection pin diagram. The second is the project part second. We have to done the works real-time programming to be done, possible finding and finalizing of simulation works and practical implementation of the system, and finally the conclusion and future scope of the design works. What is the literature survey? The first paper is an enhancement digital campus security system using RFID, GPS, GSM, and it's written by the Ashok Kumar. In this project, gives the idea about the security system and the design of security system using RFID. In the second paper, we have to give the basic idea of the RFID tags and its working information. The third paper is research on developments of Android applications by the GNU, and it gives the basics of the Android apps developments and the languages. The last is the introduction of our project. We have to see the basic idea of the project. It's basically divided into the three sections. The first is the timetable section, the second is the alert section, and the third is the security sections. The main aim of our project is to hectic the schedules of the student for the faculty of the departments by using the IoT system. The next PPT is given by my next project partner Tanaji gaikwad. Thank you.
Good afternoon everyone. Myself Tanaji gaikwad. I am pursuing BNTC in Sachin Pagar College of Engineering through Dumbarwadi. So as we go up to the slide, so I am going to explain the software tools and hardware tools which we were used in our project. The software tools which we were used are Arduino IDE. As we know, Arduino IDE is open source software. So we are using Arduino IDE for to program the Node MCU and other peripherals. So Arduino, we use special feature of Arduino IDE like Talkie library. We have Talkie library in our Arduino IDE software. We use Talkie library for to conversion of text to speech, as the notice will be convey in the classroom, that the notice, first of all notice in the text format, and then it will be converted into audio format, that is text to speech will be converted. So next software tool we are used is Android Studio. As Android Studio is for the development of Android application. So we are using Android Studio to develop the Android application which monitor the all data and timetable and security purpose. We were developed the Android application in the Java language. So next software we use is pad-to-pad software, which is open source and freely available. We use pad-to-pad software for the PCB design purpose. The next software tool is Google Spreadsheet. Google Spreadsheet we use it for to upload the data to Google Drive automatically over the internet. So there will be a storage of data. Hardware tools. We use the hardware tool NodeMCU, which is the heart of our project. We prefer NodeMCU over the Arduino because NodeMCU is it has inbuilt Wi-Fi module and more general purpose input GPIO pins, and it can be programmed by the large number of code. So we use NodeMCU. The next hardware part is RFID tag reader. We use RFID tag reader for the security purpose. We use RFID tag and reader at the door lock system in order to access the classroom, teacher lab room. We use this amplifier module. There are several amplifier modules which can be connected to the NodeMCU. We use amplifier module in order to amplify the speech signal generated in class. So for this we use speakers to convey the notice. The next hardware tool is door lock. We use door lock for the security purpose to access the lab. Thank you. Next part will be explained by the Asif Sheikh.
Hello sir, myself Asif Sheikh, student of Final Year Engineering of Electronics and Telecommunication Department of Sachin Pagar College of Engineering. I am continuing our presentation from block diagrams. So we have three modules in our system, that is teacher module, HOD module and student module. The student module and all modules are based on ESP8266, that is NodeMCU. The student module has only two, three components, that is power supply, NodeMCU and amplifier and speaker. It has only work to do, that is alerting the student about the next lecture, that the name of announcing the name of teacher and subject who is taking the lecture. Okay, next block diagram is of teacher module. Teacher module and HOD module are the same. The teacher module is equipped with various components like RFID tag readers, door lock systems, push button switches for teacher feedback, amplifiers and the speaker. This is the actual footprint of our PCB layout of teacher module, and this is the actual footprint of PCB layout of student module, that is class module. So this is the actual flow chart of our door lock system. So the whole system is only work whenever the internet is provided. So we have used the NodeMCU, which provides a wireless Wi-Fi connectivity, so we can easily connect the internet to the system. So the door lock system, we have implemented the whole system on RFID based system. We have equipped the identity card of teachers by the RFID tags, and all the components inside the lab are also equipped by the RFID tags. So when a teacher wants to access the lab, he have only option to do, that is placing the RFID tag to the RFID reader, and the lock door lock is opened. Whenever any component from the lab is taken outside from the lab, then the particular teacher is alerted by the Android app, which is installed on the Android mobile phone on the teacher mobile phone. Okay, so this is the algorithm for the door lock system. When the door lock is open, we have connected the system to the internet, and this whole database works on the Google Firebase. So when the door lock is open, the token of the teacher is changes from 0 to 1. So any component from the lab is taken outside, then that particular teacher is known, and by the communication link through the Google Firebase, we are alerting the teacher that the component from the lab is taken outside of the lab. Okay, this is the flowchart for student and teacher alert system. So this was by the Google Firebase and the Android application. The timetable is set by the admin login of HOD. So whenever the particular lecture time is present, that is the lecture is present on 10 am, so at 9:55 am the particular teacher is alerted by the teacher lab module, that is your lecture is in a particular class of particular subject. Then teacher have to send feedback by taking the push button switch. If a teacher did not press the push button switch, then that alert is sent on his Android application, Android mobile phone. So he can easily provide the alerts to the teacher. By the feedback of the teacher, the alert is sent to the class module. So that is the particular subject teacher is taking the class of particular subject, and that feedback is taken outside automatically from the student module. And this whole system is works only on provided by the internet, because for the communication we have used the Google Firebase working of Android application and our actual Node MCU based system. This is an actual algorithm for teacher and student alert system. Lab security system. It is the same as I explained earlier. When teacher access the lab, then any component is taken outside the class, that particular teacher is alerted by on the Android phone, that is by an Android app, and that communication is based on the Google Firebase and the system. Advantages: the system requirements are very low and cost is very less. The system is very user friendly, and also it motivates the paperless working, that is teacher leave systems are also provided. The time taken by this our implemented system is very low as compared to the conventional systems. These are some reference papers we have used for this system. Thank you.